Hi, I'm Indio from BioBrain, and today we're going to debunk the most common misconceptions that cause a lot of nursing majors to either drop out or change their major. So the number one most common misconception is that nurses are smart. Now what? Say what? Now I'm not saying that nurses aren't smart. What I'm saying is that not all of the nurses are smart. Before you guys get upset, just think about it. Or even ask some nurses that you know. And I'm sure they're going to tell you of a few coworkers they know that maybe aren't the brightest crayons in the box. But guess what? They made it through nursing school. Now, how the hell did they do that? So we're calling them slow. We're saying they're not so smart, not lacking intelligence, but yet they made it through nursing school. So how did they do that? Well, let me tell you how. Unless they were banging their professors, which is always possible, it's more probable that they were committed, they were dedicated, and they were time efficient. Really, those are the three things that you absolutely need to make it through nursing school, or even to make it through your prerequisites. Very demanding, but as long as you are committed, dedicated, and time efficient, you're going to be okay. You don't have to be a genius. You don't, okay? Number two, a lot of times people think that because they're not traditional students that they're not likely to be successful. And this is a lie from the pits of hell, because let me tell you, non-traditional students, such as students that are also parents, tend to do better. They honestly tend to do better in school. And I like to think, as a parent myself, that that's because they have that extra motivation. Now, there are some sacrifices that you're going to have to make, and that your children are going to have to make, or your spouses are going to have to make, in order for you to make it through nursing school. And sacrifices suck. That's just, you can't get around that. They suck, but the trade-off is indescribable. You know what? It's one thing to tell your child, go after your dreams. You can do it. You can do it. Do anything that you want to, and as long as you put your mind to it, you're going to be okay. You're going to be good. It's one thing to tell them that, but when you show them that, how can they argue with it? Now, my mom, bless her heart, she's my favorite nurse in the world. She put herself through nursing school with 4 young kids as a newly single mom. I don't know how. I don't know how she did that, but what we lacked in quality time spent together, or the latest toys, because let's face it, as a student, you don't have that much money to spend on extras for your children. And anything that we lacked, she made it up for in the demonstration of her work ethic and her commitment to bettering herself and bettering the situation of her family. Made up for it in financial stability later on, after she had already become a nurse. I can't even list all of the ways that her decision to go to school and sacrifice for a temporary amount of time, a very short amount of time when you look at the grand scheme of things, I can't even begin to list all of the benefits that our family has reaped as a result of that decision that she made all those years ago. So don't let that get in your way. Please don't let that get in your way. There's no way, if I had not watched my mom do what she did, that I would have the work ethic that I do, that I would have the confidence in my abilities that I do, that I would know that it can be done because I watched it be done. And all of these misconceptions that are drilled into us, they never fazed me, because I knew, because I was shown, I can do anything, and the sky's the limit. So please, parents, if you want to be a nurse, go do it, okay? Another really common misconception that causes a lot of people to panic and really reconsider their major is this idea that nursing school is way too competitive and there's no way that I'm going to get in. Well, not with that attitude. Come on now. Listen, the average GPA for nursing school admittance is 2.8. Some are higher, some are lower, but the average is 2.8. Now that's a high C. So you've already decided that you can't beat the competition with their 2.8 average GPA. You can't get higher than a high C. That's your problem. And when you think like that, no, you can't be a nurse. You can't. Okay? You need to hear, hey, nursing school is competitive. You need to hear that and be like, well, you know what? So am I. I'm competitive. And ain't no damn way I'm not getting into nursing school and these other mother truckers are getting in. It's not going to happen. I'm going to beat them. That's how you need to think. It's cutthroat. You got to be a shark sometimes. And sometimes, you know, it comes down to sacrifice and commitment and dedication, right? You might have to go the extra mile to make yourself more marketable. You might have to take extra classes or get certain certifications just to make yourself look better to the committee that would be accepting you into the school. Do what you got to do. But what you're not going to do is tell yourself that nursing school is too hard to get into, so I might as well not try. Well, duh, you're not going to get into no damn nursing school. How can you get into nursing school if you don't try? Right? So, the last thing, all the time, and I hear this from nursing majors that are just finishing up their prerequisites and getting ready to start applying. They're like, okay, well, what if I do all this work and then I get into nursing school and I do all this work in nursing school and then I go to take my NCLEX and I can't pass it and I can't even be a nurse. So all of it's for nothing. Okay, yes, okay, that's possible. It is possible that you do all this work and it's all for nothing and you never can pass your NCLEX. But it's also possible every time you get in the car that you're going to get in a crash and you're going to die. And it's possible that every time you have sex you get pregnant. But if that were the case, you'd have 137 kids and you don't, right? All kinds of things can happen. There are so many uncertainties in life, but you can't let them paralyze you. And this is one of those ones. You have a 0% chance of passing the NCLEX if you don't even try, if you don't even go to nursing school. If you change your major and go try to be an accountant, you have a 0% chance of passing that NCLEX and becoming a nurse. So why don't you make your chances a little better, talk to yourself, big yourself up, take this nursing school crap by the balls and get it done. There's no reason why you can't. There's no reason why you can't. I believe in you and I'd love to be a part of your journey. If there's any questions that you guys have or any other common misconceptions that you can think of, please let me know. I always look forward to hearing from you guys. Please subscribe and share with your other nursing majors and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.